Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, that's sort of what we're going to actually be discussing in this video. Good day guys, ICanWin here, and in this video we're going to be talking about whether you should start by finding great deals or you should start by finding investors. Now guys, if you're on this channel and you've watched a number of our videos, why don't you hit the subscribe, press the like button, and also hit the bell notification so you can keep up to date with every one of those videos as and when we drop it. Now without further ado, let's jump into the content. So in this video, what we're going to be covering is whether you go out there and find great deals first, or whether instead you go out and start by actually finding investors. Now, one of the funniest things is this is a topic that I'm asked about again and again. When people attend my networking event and they always see me there speaking about the investors I've worked with, speaking about the great deals I've done, I always get this question, Samuel, which do you actually find first? I've even been at training events, property training events, where people are teaching on how to actually invest in property, how to move forward, how to use little or none of your own money. But at the same time, this question, this niggling question keeps coming up. What do I do first, the chicken or the egg? Do I go for the investors first, or do I actually start looking for the great deals first? Now, to keep you in good stead as it pertains to this particular question, what I want to do is start by sharing a quote with you that was actually shared with me. It wasn't a quote when it was said to me. It was just something that one of my mentors said to me when I was on the Simon Zucci Property Mastermind program. And my mentor was a great guy, developer, property investor, and he's a coach and mentor, Billy Turriff. And Billy said to me something really powerful one day as we were talking about one of his particular development projects. He said, Samuel, there is no shortage of funds, there are only a shortage of deals. I'll say that again to you just so you can write that down in your notebook. He said, Samuel, there is no shortage of funds, there is only a shortage of deals. Now, Billy was sharing that with me because of a particular concept. The concept that he had a particular development at the time, and that specific development, he had requested for a crowdfunding platform to actually fund his deal. And at the same time he had requested for the crowdfunding platform to fund his deal, he also went to a group of investors, his private investors, and said to them, hey guys, I've got this deal, it's a fantastic deal, how would you feel about being a part of this deal by investing in the deal? So this was two different outlets that Billy had gone to. Then if you add on a third string to this bow, what Billy additionally told me was later on, when the crowdfunding platform actually confirmed that they would be willing to fund his property acquisition, they made it clear to him that his project was also underwritten. So what that basically meant was that the crowdfunding platform would fund the deal, whether the crowd was able to raise the money or not. The crowd ended up raising the money in what I believe to be less than 1 day. So that's 2 sets of funds for the exact same deal. And then his investor friends and partners came back to him and also said to him that they would be willing to invest in the deal. So what that basically meant, and this is what Billy was explaining to me on one of my mentoring days, he explained to me that he had 3 different pots of cash that he could potentially tap into in order to fund that particular project. And let me say it again to you, Billy summarized by saying to me, Samuel, there is no shortage of funds, there is only a shortage of deals. Now, if you take what Billy shared with me and understand that concept, that will already start to place you on the right path as it pertains to understanding the question whether you focus on the great deals first or whether you focus on finding investors. But secondarily, I'll give you another key insight. The second key insight is something I heard and learned when I first actually even got into property. So I guess in that sense, it's another quote. And that statement simply was, if the deal is good enough, the money will find it. Let me say that one again for you, for those of you who are taking notes. If the deal is good enough, then the money will find it. Now, I remember first hearing this statement probably in around 2005. And since then, I've heard it again and again from several different coaches, mentors, people I've worked with, even people I've mentored, people I've coached, saying to me again and again, Samuel, if the deal is good enough, the money will find it. I've said it to people, if the deal is good enough, the money will find it. So I want to share that with you. If the property deal is good enough, the money will find it. Now, that's the second quote I've kind of given you to help you start to deal with this minefield of, do I find investors first or do I find the actual deals first. Now, rather than sharing with you quote unquote, what I'm going to do is also share with you one of my actual experiences. I've had 2 deals most recently where basically after securing those deals and not knowing where the money was going to come from for those deals, the money showed up. The money came out of thin air. The money came out of nowhere. I don't even know how to describe this to you because again, at the times it happened, it just happened. But I want you to understand this concept. Not 1, but 2 of my recent property deals were deals where we were going through negotiations. The funds were not really in place in their totality, but we were going through the motions knowing that we had to raise funds for these 2 particular deals. And in both of these cases, the funds actually appeared. So guys, I want to encourage you because you might be on your property journey and you might be looking at your accessible funds and be saying to yourself, you know what, my war chest, my chest of funds is not big enough for the kind of deals I'm actually looking at. And I want to let you know that if the deal is good enough, the money will find it. Actually, I want to let you know that there is no shortage of funds. There is only a shortage of deals. And I want to encourage you that even in my own property experience, 2 specific deals that come to mind very, very quickly are deals where the money actually came after the deals were secured. Now, hopefully with the information that we've shared with you in this video, you're in a better position to actually make up your mind about what you should start focusing on, whether it's those great deals or whether it's those investors. But what I want to share with you is if you want a nutshell answer, I would encourage you to start looking for both. Spend most of your time actually looking for great deals because there is no shortage of funds, only a shortage of deals. But secondarily, at the same time, do spend time and endeavor to look for investors, because when you find those deals, you want to have people you can go to and basically provide them an opportunity to actually invest. Now, if you're looking for places where you can start to meet investors, have a look in the description below because we'll have a link to where you can start to connect with people through means of networking. So guys, that wraps us up for this video. And like I said at the beginning, if you found this video of value, feel free to hit subscribe, feel free to hit the bell notification, and why not press like if you like the video. So for those of you who got massive value in this video and are interested in finding out whether there are great property deals still in London, what I want you to do is go and watch this video right here where I answer exactly that question. This is ICanWin. I'm signing out. Have a great day and happy investing.